Hello guys, welcome to this video. So in this video I will show you a Python script which will actually allows you to encode and decode images into Base64 code. So I have just written this Python script here. You will see that if I run this Python script, let me just run this Python app 11 py. So now what happens if you see image converted to Base64 successfully. So this is your Base64 string and you can see that. And we can, in this video I will also show you how to convert the Base64 code back into the image like this. So both the things I will show you in this video. So this is actually the script here. It will encode and decode image to Base64 and Base64 string into image. So for this purpose we are using a package which is a pillow package. So this is the third party package you need to install. It's a image library. The command is simple. I've already installed it, this pillow package. After that you just need to require this pillow package, and from this you need to import the image, and then we also need to import the Base64 package, and then from the input output package we need to import the bytes IO package. After that we will define a function which will be responsible for encoding the image to Base64. Here we'll be having the image path which will be passed as an argument. So inside this, here we will carry out the conversion of the image to Base64 code. So first of all we will open this image using the open method like this. So opening the image here. After that we open this image using the bytes input output. After that we save this image like this, and the format here you will specify, which is image.format. And now we just need to convert these bytes into Base64 string. So for converting this we use this function which is Base64 dot, and now you can see it contains various functions, so you need to use this function B64 encode. So this is actually the function. So here we'll be saying we need to pass here buffered dot get value. So we are using this function to encode the image into Base64 code, and then we can simply return the Base64 code. That's all. So this is your function for encoding the image to Base64 code. Now I will be defining another function which will actually take the Base64 code and convert it into an actual image. For this we use this function which is image data, and for this we are using this function Base64 code dot B64 decode. Instead of encoding we are decoding the Base64 code. So here we will pass the Base64 code string. After that, now we just need to create the image from bytes. For creating the image we use the open function, and right here we say bytes input output, and we pass this image data, and then we just need to save this image. So image save, and we will save it at that specified location which we have output path, and then we will simply return a boolean parameter, return true. So your image is successfully saved. So now we successfully define both these functions. This will be responsible for encoding the image to Base64. The second one will be responsible for getting the image from Base64, decoding Base64 code into an actual image. Now we just need to call both these functions. So for calling this, we inside our main function, so right here we will specify the input path, and then we will have the base64 string. We'll call this function, which is image to base64, and pass this input path, and then we will be getting this base64 code. We can print it out, and then after getting this base64 code, we can convert back to other image. So it's a output path is equal to 1.jpg, and then we will call this function base64 code to image, whatever is your base64 string plus your output path. That's all. So if I execute this application now, so it is saying that you are expecting the expect or finally block. I think I missed the finally block. For this, you can remove this try block. Just remove it. Sorry, this needs to be open. Sorry. So now you can see it actually encoded everything into base64 code. It is printed out, and it created this output.jpg file. 1.jpg, it has created this because if you see, we mentioned the output path here. The file has been already created like this. So in this way, guys, you can encode and decode images from base64 code inside Python. So thank you very much for watching this video, and also check out my website freemediatools.com, which contains thousands of tools.